watching Toyota Sports Talk on WJLA 24/7 News. Now's the time to go places with Toyota. Visit viatoyota.com for special offers.
All right, so you know we're all about that fitness life here on Sports Talk. We're getting you ready for that summer body. Fellas, we'll get you looking like my friend Robby, who's here tonight. That's him right there, and that's tonight on Sports Talk.
From WJLA 24/7 News, this is Toyota Sports Talk.
Yes, hello and welcome to Toyota Sports Talk. Look, you probably should have already been working on your summer body. If not, that's okay, because you can start right now. You know what comes with that, though? Of course, exercise, staying active, dieting, and we got you covered on all that. Make sure you call us tonight with all your fitness questions, getting ready for the summer. 703-387-1020. Operators are standing by. And our guest tonight, very special guest. He's been on before, but it's been a long time since he's been here. Ladies and gentlemen, meet fitness pro, bodybuilder, Robby Clark. Robby, what's up, man?
Robert, good to see you again, brother.
You know what? The energy is always here, man. The energy is there. I think the last couple of times you were on the show, like you mentioned, you had a T-shirt on, right? Wanted to change it up
3 times.
tonight.
Yeah, had to put the blazer on.
Got the blazer on tonight.
Had to match you a little bit, you know.
Come on, Robby, man. I'm
get a little fly tonight.
I'm just trying to be laid back, you know. No, but seriously though, before we get into the fitness stuff, funny story. I was telling you this before. When the last time I saw you, it was we were walking on the bridge.
Yeah.
And you know, my wife and I, we were walking. We saw you from a distance, and we're both looking like, oh, who is this guy? My goodness, great. And then we got up close, and then it was you know, bro hug and all that stuff. So, but I'm sure you get that a lot. But funny story, you say you walk on the bridge all the time. People see you, and they're always like, dude, what do you eat? Where do you work out? And then you just sort of start giving them their whole meal plan on the bridge right there.
Literally on the bridge, we just talked about this. And I think that's the rewarding part of health and wellness. It's not about making money and really seeing results. I do want to see the results,
of course,
Robert, at the end of the day. But I do want to build that rapport and eventually have that relationship with my clients. And if it means meeting people on the bridge and finding out what makes them happy.
Yeah.
A lot of 9 out of 10 times it's fitness.
Yeah.
I want to lose weight. I want to run a marathon. I want to do my first triathlon. And so for me to be a part of that journey, that's the reward.
Yeah, of course.
More than anything.
Of course it is. All right, so 2015, Mr. America. Tell me what that experience was like, because you put so much work into this and into these competitions, and when you finally get the gold, it's like this is what it's all for.
Absolutely, Robert. So it's been 4 years.
It's been that long?
Well, I've been here 3 times.
Yeah, you've been here 3 times. Still haven't seen you in a long time, though.
It's been a while, but I think since I won, which is 2015, Mr. America Physique, I've learned a lot, mainly about nutrition. And I think being a health coach for the past few years has taught me how to, balance my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Fitness, career, fitness, and then diet. So a lot of people think that diet is this fad, and it can be, but people have different body types, they have different lifestyles, and so if keto works for you, that's great. If paleo diet works for you, that's great. If a carb cycling diet works for you, that's great.
Yeah.
But I make sure, after Mr. America, I made sure to tailor every diet plan to every body type. And that's what I wanted to do. Instead of competing, so I took that time off, and we'll talk about my next competition, but I took that time off to really understand the science behind nutrition. When I came on here with Alex Parker, very first time, this is when I won in 2015, I was still kind of learning about my body. And
which is hard to believe when you look at the pictures from 2015. You think you have it all under control.
You would think so, Robert. Yeah,
right. You would think you got it.
You would think so, but I did not. And it took a lot of trial and error, I would say, and then also reaching out to several mentors that have paved the way for a lot of bodybuilders. And so I reached out to a few legends out in New York and even here locally, some that have competed in Mr. America as well. And
called the Incredible Hulk on the phone and was like, "Hey, dude, I need a workout plan."
We got that connection, all day, every day.
Anyway, let's go to the phone lines. Mike is in Bethesda. Mike, what's up, man?
Hey, Robert, how are you tonight?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I got my man in the studio.
Your friend here, he's a picture of health, and you should follow his,
I would say so, because...
lead, right? Am I right or wrong?
You are right, because I am not the picture of health at the moment. So, Mike, thank you so much.
You hung out with him. Okay,
I'm sitting next to an athlete, a former college basketball player.
Stop it, Robbie.
I try to follow a plant-based diet. I love seafood. I seafood and I eat it.
My father does that too. He's a big guy.
Okay. No, other than that, meat is not the best thing for men, especially when it comes to prostates. What do you think about that? And also, I do eat mostly fish, a bit of poultry, and lots of beer. I follow Robert's lead.
That's the way to go, Mike. No, but seriously though, you heard Mike's question. I mean, what do you think?
So very high protein, right, Mike?
That's okay, which is good.
Enhance the protein.
I think Mike's gone. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, fish, a lot of meat, fish. Said he's seafood diet. He sees it, he eats it.
Seafood, he eats it. There was a point in my time. This was prior to Mr. America.
Yeah.
Where I indulged. My mom literally would bring chicken to my doorstep, or she would be over there and she'd cook chicken breast.
Yeah.
And I thought that I was doing everything right because it was just a lot of protein.
Right.
And the thing is, carbohydrates really influence or encourage rather muscle growth.
But
and so you got to have a balance.
People get so scared when you say carbs. They get nervous when you say carbs because sometimes it's not good.
They do. When you deplete carbs, you need to replenish. So there needs to be a point where you have to add in carbohydrates to encourage that muscle growth, spike insulin a little bit, and give you that energy.
Yeah.
So carbohydrates are important, but I know a lot of guys, especially guys, they want to eat, steaks, 12-ounce steaks, chicken breasts every day.
Yep.
But what you're doing, Mike, I mean, it sounds good, but I would, just try to balance out the beer a little bit.
You don't have to give it up, completely.
You don't have to give it up completely, but also measure out your proteins too.
Yeah.
Measure out your carbs. Measure out your the amount of protein you're taking. If it's 4 ounces, 5 ounces, 6 ounces, and then you also need an ounce of protein per body weight.
Okay.
So I'm 215 pounds, so I need an ounce per pound.
So there's math involved.
So there's math involved, yeah. So make sure that you're taking in sufficient amount of protein, but don't overdo it. And then balance out that beer.
Yeah, the beer. Doesn't have to go, but just lessen a little. Okay, let's go to Dennis, who's in Silver Spring. Dennis, what's up?
Yeah, thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
I want to ask your guest. Basically, I'm a vegetarian, no meat. My protein pretty much comes from beans and some beans, but and protein shake. Let me ask him, am I going about it the right way? Because I've been a vegetarian for like 3 years, and so far so good. And I'm also an avid jogger runner, and just if he can give me some tips and pointers if I'm doing the right thing, I'll hang up and listen to his advice. Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling.
No, I appreciate the call. I think you're on the right track. Depends on what protein shake. Let me back up a little bit. It depends on your goals too. What you're trying to do. If you're training for a marathon, you might want to increase the carbs a little bit.
Here we go.
After you're running, but. You're on the right track. It sounds so. He said he's vegetarian.
You're vegetarian.
From what it sounds like.
Yep.
That's a good path. I would slowly incorporate carbohydrates too, because if you're running a lot, working out a lot, you might want to introduce maybe sweet potatoes, some of the good carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are really important. Brown rice, quinoa. Sweet potatoes. So you're on the right path, but I would say also connect with a health coach that can get you further along.
All right,
if that
Dennis,
makes sense,
thank you so much for calling. 703-387-1020. We'll be back with Robby Clark, fitness pro, bodybuilder. Looks great in the suit. You want to...
Robert, you got these tracks playing.
Robbie want to party right now, man. We might just have to cut this show short and just hit the club right now. Call us, 703-387-1020. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Welcome back. Here with Robby Clark, fitness pro, bodybuilder. So your next show, East Coast Pro-Am. All right, and it's State College, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but before we get into that, Mr. America. So your last competition was in 2016. You won in 2015, but it hasn't happened since 2017.
Yeah.
So what's going on with that?
It's interesting that you mentioned that, Robert. So I've been very persistent about finding out what has happened since 2016.
Right, right.
There's been talk about budget. There's been talk about fanfare. Not enough fans. NPC, National Physique Committee, has been the, I would say, the pioneer of bodybuilding.
Yeah,
And they are. Now, NPC doesn't enforce drug testing. So NGA, National Gym Association, I'll be doing that show, that competition on September 21st in Pennsylvania. They enforce drug testing, they do polygraph testing, the whole nine, so they make sure that you are coming in natural.
Right, right.
NPC doesn't, so they've got a lot of the talent, the major talent from all over the world. But I think it's the fanfare and the budget, that's what the main issues were.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I told the owner at the time of Mr. America to keep it going, because in 2015 we had a great response.
Yeah, yeah.
So many fans came out, supported us. It was where it originally happened.
Yeah, yeah.
In Rochester, New York.
And then
so we got to bring it back there. After that, we brought it back to Landover.
Yeah.
Where the fanfare diminished. You know, promotions were kind of lacking, and so not enough awareness was going on. I think the social media lacked too. They should have done more on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yeah, you can't overlook social media.
You can't.
So you won in 2015, then came on Sports Talk later, and then got oiled up, and Alex Parker had you flexing.
Yeah, right in the corner there. Yeah, literally took my shirt off, and I really had no choice at the time. I said, okay, fine.
Sure, I'm
fairly ripped.
Yeah, I know, right? You didn't have a suit on either.
I don't have a sport jacket. I can hide this.
Yeah, I know, right? So when you get ready for these competitions, your diet gets so strict, your workouts get strict, your schedule gets really strict. What would you say is the toughest part about preparing for each show that you do?
Well, that's a great question, Robert. I would say number one, get your mind in check. I mean, you can't even comprehend the amount of clients that I work with that will start with me, that will start training with me the first 4 weeks, and they will literally say, I'm out. Peace out. I'm done.
Really?
I'm done. Because there is a certain, everyone says balance, moderation, eat what you like. Yeah, that's when you live this grand life and you can go on vacations and train for like the beach. But when I'm going to keep it real with you guys, when you do a competition, drop everything.
Yeah.
Drop the alcohol, you know, drop the carbs, get lean and mean and clean. And that's
hard.
the only way you're going to get ripped. And then when you fill up, you do it, you time it. You time it perfectly. So you load up on the carbs, you load up on the water. You might even load up on some salt, you know, to replenish a little bit and you can get more vascular.
But when you first started doing this, how hard was it for, you know, a younger guy, how hard was it for you to roll past a Taco Bell and say I can't eat that, man? That had to be tough starting out.
Man, the chalupas.
Man. The chalupas and the double stuffed gorditas, man. That's what makes this so hard.
That is tempting. That is tempting. What happens with me, and it has happened with clients that I've trained for shows, both female and male. They will roll past the McDonald's after a week of training with me, and it's like a light switch.
Yeah.
They'll say no. They don't get tempted because they know. Well, first of all, they look in the mirror, they see the changes. And then they feel great.
Yeah.
Because of the water intake, and then, you know, just kind of the energy they have, you know, and supplementation is huge too. I mean, it's not just food, but you have to take your BCAAs, you have to take your fish oil supplements, and you have to take your daily vitamins too.
Okay, so when we talk about that, by the way, 703-387-1020, when we talk about diet, what would you like for today? Tell me what you've eaten so far today.
Today.
Whoa! What have you eaten so far today? I'm putting you on the spot. Because look, you probably had a steak. You probably went to McDonald's today too. No, I'm kidding. But what did you go through today?
Today, so it's funny. My colleagues at work, I have one colleague in particular, Natalia, and she had asked me the first 2 weeks, you know, where are your meals? And I told her, I said, it's coming, it's coming.
Okay.
So I finally 2 weeks ago got into a kind of a regimented plan.
Right.
And I have a 6-pack bag, and you put all your clean meals in the compartments: asparagus, chicken, cod, sweet potato. Supplements are on one side of the bag. So today I had just that. I had 6 meals, and they were all lean. So no carbs. I'm doing the carb cycle thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't follow this until you're ready to do it. When you carb cycle, and we can take a couple calls on carb cycling too. It's huge if you want to see results and if you want to encourage fat loss.
Okay.
So right now, for the next 2 weeks, I'm doing what's called carb cycling.
All right.
Today I had fish, asparagus,
okay,
chicken, sweet potato, and then salmon and broccoli.
All right. That's, you know what? That's fine. That's cool. All right. So call us 703-387-1020. We're talking about getting your body right for the summer. Robby Clark is in the building tonight. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Look at this man.
Can't really flex in a jacket though, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can, Robby. Go ahead, man. You better go ahead.
At Redfin, we charge you.
Back here with Robby Clark, and you got a boot camp coming up July 6th. Saturday. Yes. It's over at the Lincoln Memorial.
Lincoln Memorial.
Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. So, and it's free, by the way, so you don't have to pay anything.
No charge.
So to sign up, right now you're working with some Gold's gyms in the area. The main one, though, is the one in Landover.
Yes. So Landover is the Gold's Gym that has sponsored, well, Gold's Gym in general sponsors Mr. America, but they were the, let's just say, the pioneers of sponsoring Mr. America. So they have all of our videos, our pictures up at the gym. It's a beautiful gym. And so the connection is there.
Yeah,
So if you all want to sign up, you don't have to go to Landover. I'm not saying you do. Reach out to me and I'll get you signed up. Right now we're at the preliminary stages of the boot camp, but it's going to be July 6th. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
Agility drills, hit workouts, tire flips.
And by the way,
box jumps.
You sent us a video earlier today, and I'm not sure if that video is for the boot camp or that's just a motivational video that you created. This is the one you sent us.
Oh man! Oh, this.
Now, what is this from? Is this like after you won Mr. America, or is this just something that you did to motivate yourself or others, man?
Right. This is what I fall asleep to. No, this was a video. I got to commend Paco for taking this for me. He did it. He's a great photographer, local videographer. So we went to the waterfront.
Yeah.
And we did this for motivation.
Yeah.
Basically to motivate everybody and say, hey, you can do fitness anywhere. You can go to the waterfront. You can go to your local gym, but outside, you don't need weights. Just find long stretches of the boardwalk and run. Run your butt off and just feel that high, the adrenaline. And so it was a motivational piece, and I think this ties in with that boot camp coming up.
I think what people forget is that, yes, you can do fitness pretty much anywhere. You know, we have another fitness pro that comes on the show, and she says, well, you'd be in the kitchen, you know, in between, you know, cooking dinner and whatnot, and just do like some crunches or, you know, some leg lifts or something like that. It can be done anywhere.
It can be done anywhere, Robert. I always tell, you know, people that I know, friends, colleagues, whoever, if you're standing in an elevator, do some calf lifts.
Oh, wow.
Right? Do you ever do that when you're in the grocery store?
Yeah.
When you're in line checking out your food?
Sure, yeah. You know, I just get some jumping jacks in the grocery line.
Incorporate something in there, and obviously, you know, your mind is somewhere else. You're checking your food, or you're going up the elevator. But you know, make your time useful. And I wanted to talk to you about 20-minute workouts.
Okay, please.
You can literally get a full body workout done in 20 minutes. And it doesn't incorporate weights. Body weight is fine. Push-ups, dips on your couch, in place jumping jacks, you know, high knees.
And 20 minutes is nothing.
20 minutes is nothing.
That's nothing.
So you burn a ton of calories. It's high intensity training. So you're burning a lot of calories in that amount of time. And I know, you know, we have parents out there that don't have a lot of time to do that. They have kids.
That's what it is.
And then people that work, I don't know, 24 hours a day. They don't have a lot of time to go to the gym. And so you can make it useful. And soon I'm going to start posting videos of in-home workouts too, because it's possible. You don't have to go to a gym.
And picking up a fork and putting it to your mouth is also a workout. All right,
that is kind of a workout. Yeah.
387-1020. Final thoughts from Robby when we come back. Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yes, we did. We did.
Can they turn it up? Can they turn it up?
They can. Is this Return of the Mac? We got 1 minute left in the show. I just feel like we need to let Robby.
It's a great way to end it.
It is. So, Return of Robby tonight. So finally, if you have one thing to say to all the people out there who want to get that summer body ready, what would that one thing be?
The one thing that I would say is to look up the best health coach you can possibly look up. Health and fitness. So this person, he or she, has to be very knowledgeable in nutrition.
And before we go,
but also fitness.
Make sure they know. What's your Instagram?
Physique Pro 2379.
Physique Pro 2379. And
DM me.
There's a point.
Get in the DM.
Slide in those real quick.
Slide those real quick.
I hope your girlfriend's not watching though. All right. Anyway, Robby, thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
And we got to play ball because I know you play basketball.
Just don't dunk on me with your big self, man. All right.
It's been a long time.
We'll be right back.
Watch Toyota Sports Talk weeknights at 9 on WJLA 24/7 News. Now's the time to go places with Toyota. Visit viatoyota.com for special offers.